Hey guys, this is Spartacus here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Special Ops mode here in Modern Warfare because we just recently got ourselves the trailer for the Special Ops mode, and the trailer wasn't so bad itself. I mean, it doesn't really explain a whole lot, but I did find some additional information about the Special Ops mode that I thought I'd share with you here on this video. So anyway, as far as I'm aware of, there's going to be three types of modes, or three types of ways to play here in the Special Ops mode. We have the operations, the missions, and the survival mode. Of course, we know the whole deal with survival, how it's only available to PlayStation 4 for a whole year early, but some additional information to back that up is that it is confirmed that the survival mode will only contain 3 multiplayer maps. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, because it could be a good thing because it shows that us Xbox and PC guys aren't really missing out on too much, you know, which of course does help a lot. But I also want to mention they say only 3 multiplayer maps, so are we going to get other maps that are specifically for Special Ops? Like, I don't actually know that for sure, but if it is true that we're only having 3 maps for the survival mode, I'm not too worried about not playing the mode anymore, considering there are other things in the mode itself that seem more interesting. Also, I'd like to mention that I am curious, like, if those 3 maps were actually purposely supposed to be in survival mode, or they just made this a last minute change because of all the backlash people had about like canceling their pre-orders because of survival mode not being in the game and stuff like that. So I'm curious if having only 3 maps in survival was a last minute decision. So I don't know, that just kind of seems interesting to me a little bit. But anyway, the other modes, operations, this is the one that I'm really excited about because apparently it's going to be an open world type of system where you can go to different areas, like war-torn areas, and try and take out enemies. And that sounds exactly like what I was predicting a long time ago. So I actually predicted that Special Ops will have a feature where it's a free roaming open world type of system, kind of like Destiny, where you can go to different places and complete different types of missions. And that's exactly what Operations sounds like. I predicted this so long ago. If you guys want proof, I'll have links in the description below of videos of me talking about it. Like, seriously, you guys, I predicted this a long time ago, and it makes me so happy that my prediction was correct, because this is something I actually wanted to see here in Special Ops. So I'm very, very grateful that they're doing something like this. So another thing I like to mention about the operations is that these different areas where you can like take out enemies, of course there's different objectives that you can do there, like maybe plant a bomb somewhere, maybe you have to help one of like some teammate escape or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. And of course you can approach them differently, like you can make it like a stealth mission, you can make it guns blazing, but you know, I just think that this is really cool. I am very happy that they have this operations type mode here in Modern Warfare Special Ops, and I don't know, it just sounds good so far. We don't have like too much information about it, but from my understanding, it sounds pretty fun, sounds more entertaining than the missions that we also have here in the mode. So the missions are basically going to act like the same kind of missions we saw from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 Special Ops, because that's all they were back in those days. All they were just missions that you can complete and try and get 3 stars on all of them. So basically, yeah, that's really it. They're just these missions. I don't know how long they're going to be. I do kind of want them to be a little bit longer than the missions we saw in the previous Modern Warfare games, because, you know, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, those missions really did not take very long to complete. At least some of them didn't really take very long, and so I hope these missions are a little bit more challenging, even though the ones back then were a little bit challenging too, I suppose. But I don't know, I'm not sure exactly how they're going to approach the missions here in this type of Special Ops for Modern Warfare, because I don't know. But anyway, I'm assuming it's going to have the same system where you can have like a 3-star rating, which means you played on the hardest difficulty to complete the mission, or you did the fastest time to actually complete the mission, whatever it may be, to actually get those 3 stars in the specific mission. So I don't know, I'm pretty excited that we do have missions returning, but of course with the operations feature, which is probably going to be the more time consuming mode out of the 3 that are available to us that we're aware of so far. So I'm pretty excited for this, you guys. I am a huge fan of Special Ops back in the day because it's a huge childhood memory of mine. I mean, Modern Warfare 3 was my first Call of Duty game I've ever owned, and playing special ops I just thought was so much fun, and seeing it return finally for the third time is just absolutely astonishing to me, and seeing how much they're evolving it this time around. Another thing I'd like to mention is at the end of the trailer there's this little clip of a guy who's injured on the ground, he's still alive, and this other guy comes up and shoots him in the head with a Desert Eagle. Now of course you can't see this guy's face because it's being blocked by a sun glare, but people are assuming that this guy is either Shepard or Zakhaev, and some other people might think it's Makarov. I don't know if it's going to be Makarov or not, but it makes a lot of sense for people to think it's Shepard because that's something we saw back in Modern Warfare 2's campaign. He had a Desert Eagle, he killed Ghost and another person. God, I feel dumb for not remembering who the other person was, but the main thing is he did kill Ghost, which is what everybody else remembers, and he did use a Desert Eagle in that mission to actually kill Ghost, so that makes sense why people think it's Shepard. Honestly, that was my first thought. I was thinking of Shepard as well. But I also saw people saying that it could be Zakhaev, which also makes sense because he used a Desert Eagle to actually kill enemies as well. He did also have one arm, but here in Modern Warfare, maybe they'll make Zakhaev have two arms. I have no idea. And then Makarov, I don't know. I honestly don't think it's Makarov because by looking at the silhouette or whatever outline of his face with the sun glare, it does look like this character does have a beard. And Zakhaev is the only one who really does have a beard, so it could be him or it could be a completely new person. It's probably going to be someone we know, because why else would they block his face? I have no idea. Another thing I'd like to mention, that whoever this guy is probably going to be the main bad guy in Special Ops, and we're probably going to have to sometime hunt him down during like the operations or the missions and try and find him and try and kill him. We probably won't be able to kill him until like the last DLC or something like that, but he could also be the main bad guy in the campaign as well, so just keep that in mind. So anyway, another thing I'd like to mention to end this video off is that in that last clip, that clip actually continues a little bit more throughout the actual campaign trailer. So if we go back to the campaign trailer, there's actually a clip where it shows that kind of same scene. You can see the guy's legs. I believe he's already dead, but in the background you see a bunch of military soldiers approaching the dead body, and I'm not sure if that happens after the incident happens where he gets shot in the head by whoever kills him, right? And so I just wanted to point that out too, because those two kind of scenes kind of fit together a little bit. I'm not sure if anybody else noticed that. I haven't seen anybody else talk about it, but that's just something I noticed when I watched the trailer, and I thought I'd point it out to you guys. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, and of course subscribe to the channel for more Special Ops videos later in the future, because I will be posting some Modern Warfare 3 Special Ops gameplay on the channel, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe, and I shall catch you guys later.